In this video, I'm going to show you how to make some texturized fabric. This would be like on the knee pads of a pair of joggers. If you're going to make like a motocross jacket, you'd put these up on the shoulders. Or you could use these in any accent places on a garment. This is going to be using a twin needle. This is black thread on black. I'm going to be doing black thread on green so you can see it a little easier. It's a 4mm twin needle. I'm using embroidery thread for the needle thread, and for the bobbin thread I'm going to be using a bulky nylon to give a little bit of a stretch to it. This is basically called pin tucking if you're going to be using like a 2mm or a 1mm twin needle. And I'm using 2 layers of kind of thin scrub poly cotton fabric. I have 1 layer going this way and 1 layer going this way to give just a tiny little bit more body to it. And it helps even out the rows. And this is the easy way to add some texture to a panel on a garment. And then I have my needle set at the center position, stitch length of 3.5, and I have the tension up to 8.5. That's to help do the tunneling or the making the ridge in the middle. That's your first row. Now you want to keep these really as straight and parallel as possible. The best thing to do is use a foot that you like the width of. In position this so the edge of the foot is riding. I don't know if I can get this camera over here. Right along the edge of the presser foot here. That way you keep these really nice and parallel. Then you just continue on for your... You want to do this before you cut your fabric, because it is going to shorten the width of your fabric ever so slightly because it's tunneling it up a little bit. In this technique, the most important thing is to try and keep these as parallel as possible. Because any wonkiness will show up really, really well when you're trying to wear it. And then after you're done with this, you do not want to press it because you'll compress the tunneling. I like to use the embroidery thread for top stitching because it gives a little bit of a sheen to the thread. And the thinner the fabric, the higher the tunneling will be. The thicker the fabric, the lower the tunneling. You could even do this technique on a fleece. to give a texture to the fleece. I do this when I make fleece joggers. And that's how you make a textured panel using a twin needle. It looks ugly when you're using this green fabric with the black thread, but it looks better when you use a matching thread. Gives a really nice look and texture feel to it.